Welcome to Henderson and Bailey's October the 7th homework help. Question number 5. Circle the table that represents a non-proportional relationship. Okay, in order to figure out which table doesn't have a constant, I need to set up a bigger table showing the process column so I can do my delta y over delta x. So let me go ahead and set up those tables now. Okay guys, I've gone ahead and set up my table. Table 1 had x is 1, y is 7. Then it had x is 2, y is 14. The second table we had going on, x is 1 and y is 3. So I have x1 and y of 3. Then I had an x of 2, y is 4. X of 2, y is 4. Okay, well now we need to find out our delta y, how it changed. This one, 7 went up to 14. It went up positive 7, it increased by 7. The delta x, the change in x, is an increase by 1. So if we look at that, we have our delta y over delta x. Your change in y is 7 over 1. So that means our coefficient is actually 7 on that problem. So we're going to have 7 times 1. And then we had 7 times 2. Well, I believe we already found our answer. 7 times 1 is 7. 7 times 2 is equal to 14. That is our answer. Well, let's look at the other one and see why it's not. 3 to 4, so the increase of y is 1. And 1 to 2, it increased 1. Delta y over delta x. So your change in y is 1. Your change in x is 1. 1 divided by 1 is 1. So basically, there is no coefficient. It's just 1. It's whatever your x is. Anything times 1 is itself. So I guess I could write that so you could see it. 1 times 1 is 1, but I have an answer of 3. So that means we have to add a constant of 2. Let's go to the next one. 1 times 2. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. So that is not my answer because of the constant. It is not proportional. So which one? Oh, I'm sorry. This one is not my answer. We're looking for the non-proportional. So our second graph is the non-proportional. So that's it. Belongs with our second table. It's non-proportional because it has a constant of 2. Let's move on and look at our second problem for today. Our second problem is number 9. A basement is 17 feet below ground. The highest point of the attic is 32 feet above ground. What's the difference between the two elevations? Let me draw a picture and get it set up. Okay, take a second to look at the picture that I drew. It says a basement is 17 feet below ground. Now I know here in Houston, Texas, we don't have a lot of basements here in our houses, but a basement sits below the house underground. So I have my little TV, my little couch in there, but the main detail is look at the ground. The ground sits at 0. The basement is at negative 17. It's 17 feet below. Okay. The attic is in the roof part of the house, the top part of the house. Most of us have attics. They're not finished attics where you can go up there and stay. It's kind of like your storage or AC or just where creepy, crawly things are. Gross. But our highest point in the attic is 32 feet above ground. So it wants to know the difference in the 2 points. So I'm looking all the way from here all the way, not stopping at 0, but going all the way down to the negative 17. Well, it's easier to break it down and look at sections at a time. Above ground, from 32 to the ground is exactly 32 feet. So our answer has to be bigger than 32. So from the top to the ground is 32. Then how many more feet are we going? We're going another 17 feet. So if I want to know the difference, I'm putting them together to find my total. I want to add them together to find my total. So 2 plus 7 is 9. And 3 plus 1 is 4. So the difference between the two elevations is 49 feet. Okay, that's the easiest way to do it, is looking at a picture. Now, if you want to get more complicated with it, yes, this is, the difference means to subtract. We have 32 minus negative 17. Now, this is integers, mind you. And the rule to subtracting integers, remember, is our leave change opposite. So that gives me 32. Change it to addition. 32. And opposite of negative 17 is positive 17. Which again gives us 49 feet. The easiest way to do it, though, is by the visual, by the picture. Now, you don't have to have a detailed picture. Your picture could just be points or straight line like a thermometer. But there you go for tonight. I hope you enjoyed our lesson. I'll see you again tomorrow night.